October 9th, 1967. La Higuera, Bolivia, a concrete wash basin meant for laundry. Ernesto Che Guevara lies across it, chest bare, eyes half open, hair brushed back, smooth. A rifle rests beside him. A photographer frames the shot. Within hours, the official statement: Che Guevara died in combat with Bolivian forces. Why photograph a revolutionary icon on a laundry sink? One image was meant to close the story. Instead, it preserved the evidence of an execution. Segment 1. The final mission. Che Guevara didn't fade from history. He stepped into the shadows deliberately. His disappearance from Cuba was quiet, almost surgical. A farewell letter released after he was already gone. A symbolic curtain drawn once the real journey had begun. Intelligence agencies tracked fragments. An alias in Africa, a whisper in Congo, a handwritten note intercepted far from Havana. The pattern eventually pointed to Bolivia. Not because it was isolated, but because it was central. Bolivia sat at the crossroads of South America. If a revolution took root there, it could spill across borders into Argentina, Peru, Brazil, and Chile. A single spark could ignite a region already strained under Cold War pressure. The Bolivian army lacked the training and equipment to contain a strategist like Guevara, but the tracking became too precise to ignore. His radio was silent. His location was not. Movements predicted before they happened. Ambushes positioned hours in advance. Coordinates leaked from somewhere beyond the jungle. Someone else was in the game. American intelligence. If you're following this closely, keep watching. The next step changes how this entire story is understood. Segment 2. The hunt. Everything shifted when one man arrived. Not in uniform, not documented, but unmistakably in control. Félix Rodríguez, CIA-trained anti-Castro operative, fluent in covert fieldwork. He did not appear in Bolivian photographs. He did not make public statements. But villagers remembered the stranger asking questions with purpose. Bolivian soldiers remembered orders spoken quietly, followed without hesitation. The hunt evolved from disorganized patrols into coordinated maneuvers. Positions were intercepted, paths cut off. Entire valleys scanned with precision the Bolivians had never demonstrated before. It did not resemble a local military strategy. It resembled an imported one. Rodríguez carried a radio with a direct link, not to local command, but to American handlers. He carried, too, a personal history, a man shaped by the Bay of Pigs, familiar with Guevara's ideology, determined to stop it from spreading again. As the net tightened, Che Guevara's numbers dwindled. Illness, hunger, and attrition worked against him, but the accuracy of the hunt worked faster. Stay close. The next scene is where the myth dies and the concealed operation begins. Segment 3. The capture. His unit fractured, supplies ran dry, illness spread. One miscalculated step brought Che Guevara into the ravine that sealed the story. He was wounded in the leg, captured alive, escorted uphill under guard, taken to a schoolhouse, a single room. Inside he sat on a wooden bench, breathing shallow, watching, waiting. When Félix Rodríguez entered, Che Guevara looked directly at him and said, "I know you've come to kill me. No theatrics, no fear, just recognition." He survived the night, but the world would never see him alive again. What happened inside that classroom unraveled everything the official narrative claimed, and it set the stage for the decision that followed. Segment 4. The decision. Bolivian officers hesitated. A living Che Guevara meant interviews, negotiations, political pressure, media attention, foreign intervention. A trial meant cameras. Cameras meant speeches. Speeches meant martyrdom on a global stage. The question wasn't, should he stand trial? The question was, who wants him alive? Messages moved through unofficial channels, deliberately unrecorded. No written orders, no signatures, only clarity. The decision came back quietly. He cannot leave this village alive. Rodríguez did not fire the weapon. but he delivered the instruction to those who would. A Bolivian sergeant, Mario Terán, was chosen. He drank to steady himself. His hands shook. He walked into the schoolhouse with fear, not authority. Rodriguez's final operational note, according to witnesses, was simple. Do not shoot the face. Che Guevara stood. He refused blindfolds. He refused to kneel. His final words were not a plea, but a statement. Shoot. You are only going to kill a man. The shots came in sequence, controlled, deliberate. A legend was silenced. A narrative was prepared. Don't look away. The story isn't finished. Segment 5. The staging. A death has two stories, the moment it happens and the moment it's presented. Che Guevara's body was washed, repositioned, prepared. His hair was brushed, his eyes left open. A rifle, that he never fired, was placed beside him. Bolivian soldiers lined up behind the body for the photograph, some stiff, some conflicted, some unable to look directly at what they had been part of. Doctors examined the wounds, tight groupings, consistent with standing execution. Not battle, not chaos, precision. His hands were severed and flown to Argentina for fingerprint confirmation. His burial site hidden for decades. But the photographs travelled quickly, becoming icons before investigators ever saw the inconsistencies. For the public, the pictures told the story. For those who looked deeper, the story revealed seams. If you're still here, this is the moment the official account dissolves. Final segment, truth or hoax? The official record says combat, the photographs say execution. Félix Rodríguez says he followed orders. The orders themselves were never written down. Che Guevara's body was hidden for 3 decades. When it was finally exhumed, the forensic evidence matched what the photograph already showed. Wounds consistent with a firing squad, not a firefight. The only question left isn't what happened in that schoolhouse. It's who decided it had to. This has been truth or hoax. The stories they wanted to bury. We bring them back.